Hey guys, hey everybody. Welcome to Jets TV here on Jet Central. As usually, again, guys, don't have my Jets apparel on. Still doing still traveling, so whatever. Still kind of sick too, so my voice is really jacked up. So don't hit me with any comments about my voice. I'm here to do my Week 12 picks recap. As always, guys, please comment, rate, subscribe. Comment, rate, and subscribe. So let's go ahead and get into it. Here, pretty quick video. Green Bay at Detroit. I took Green Bay, and I was hoping that Green Bay would score tons of points, like over 40. That's just kind of how I saw it, but it didn't happen. Ended up being 27-15. Green Bay won, but it was some strange things that were going on in this game. Nyamdasu ended up getting kicked out. He stomped on one of the offensive linemen, which is just a costly mistake. Matthew Stafford really didn't look all that great. I mean, he only had 276. He had one TD, but he was making some mistakes as well. Aaron Rodgers, 22 of 33, 307, two TDs, like classic Aaron Rodgers. And Green Bay just went in there and took a win, but Nyamdasu is being suspended. He's probably going to be suspended for the next two games. I think the next two games they have is at the Giants and at New Orleans. I mean, it was just an unclassy decision by Nyamdasu, so I don't know. Things are really going downhill in Detroit. Miami and Dallas. I took Dallas. It was a lot closer game than I actually thought it was going to be. Miami, I know, tends to travel very well, but I really didn't expect them to put up the fight they did against Dallas. Miami and Dallas, it was 19-20. Dallas ended up winning, so that got me a win. Tony Romo kind of just took care of business. DeMarco Murray had 87 yards on the ground. I mean, Dallas just grinded it out, kicked the field goal, boom, got out of there with a win. So hats off to Dallas. San Francisco at Baltimore. I took Baltimore. I definitely thought Baltimore could get the job done. I didn't know the score was going to end up being 6-16. This was a really just drag-out game, defensive stop after defensive stop after defensive stop, and they just happened to get the job done. So hats off to Baltimore. You guys definitely got the job done. Jets at Buffalo. I took the Jets, hoping that we could get on pace, get this win, get it done. Mark Sanchez looked absolutely awful in this game. He looked so bad. I mean, he threw an interception from our own end zone. It was just ridiculous. Our offense really didn't look good for the most part. Mark looked really bad in the first half. Everything was just kind of going wrong. The only thing that really stood out for us was our defense. Our defense was fired up and they were ready to go. So we ended up winning 24-28. We've got to get offensively rolling. We have to. A lot of stupid plays, a lot of things going wrong in that game. But Jets got the win. That got me a win. Atlanta and Minnesota. I took Atlanta. They pretty much took care of Minnesota 14-24. It was just Atlanta just beat Minnesota. There wasn't much Minnesota could really do. Adrian Peterson actually got hurt in this game early as well. He's got an ankle injury. It's supposed to be like a high sprain. It looked like he broke it, but they're saying it's a high sprain. So after he was done, Minnesota pretty much didn't have too much firepower after that. So Atlanta took over, and that got me a win. Cleveland at the Bengals. Bengals ended up winning 23-20. I didn't think it was going to be this close of a game. 23-20 against the Browns. I mean, Bengals just got it done. But Andy Dalton had a big day, 21-31 for 270. He had a TD as well. A.J. Green had a TD as well. Andy Dalton's really looking really good this year. He's making a lot of big plays. Hats off to him. Him and Cam Newton really are competing for this Rookie of the Year, Rookie of the Year trophy this year. They're really putting numbers together. So, hats off to the Bengals. Bucks at Titans. I actually took the Bucks and took a loss in this game. Chris Johnson came out and had a big day. 23 carries for 190 yards. He had, he didn't score at all, but, just getting 190 yards, finally Chris Johnson's back. It's like, what's going on here? And the Bucks just looked awful against the run. Chris Johnson was doing what he needed to do, and the Titans took care of him. So that got me a loss. Titans took care of business. Panthers at Colts. I took the Colts, thinking that this would be the week that they get off the slide. Not at all. 27-19, Panthers win. Cam Newton was just balling. He was 20 of 27, 208 yards. He had a couple rushing TDs. I mean, they just ran in there and got it done. I don't think the Colts are going to win the game this entire year. I mean, it's just bad. Arizona and St. Louis. I took Arizona. That got me a win. Arizona beat St. Louis 23-20. They just pretty much got the job done. Peterson returned another kick and punt return back for a touchdown. I mean, they both suck. I mean, both of these teams really need some work. But to have the same player, the same corner, that the Arizona Cardinals have, do it to you again on a kickoff punt return for a touchdown. I mean, seriously. Come on, St. Louis. Texans at Jacksonville. I took the Texans. Ended up winning, but the backup quarterback, Matt Leinart, broke his collarbone. He's done for the rest of the season. They're looking for guys to sign. I've heard they're even looking at Jake Delhomme. Oh, my God. I mean, the Titans took this win. They got the job done. They beat them 20-13, but Matt Leinart going down again. Now you're out two quarterbacks. Who's going to lead this team? It's like right when you're on the cusp, stuff just starts stacking up and happening in the Texans. It's just bad news. So Texans got the win. Bears at Raiders. I actually took the Bears in this game. Boy, was I wrong. They lost 20-25. Jay Cutler ended up breaking his thumb. He's done for the season. Now they got Caleb Haney in there. The Raiders really looked stout. They looked really, really stout. Carson Palmer came out 21-37, 301 yards. He just came out and got the job done. Michael Bush was carrying the ball pretty well. Raiders just took care of business and beat the Bears. And I was kind of surprised that the Bears, got beat by the Raiders. I was. But for Jay Cutler to break his thumb, man, that's definitely going to hurt their playoff chances. Washington and Seattle. I actually took Seattle in this game. That got me a win. They beat that got me a loss. The Redskins beat them 23-17. It's just classic Seattle. Neither one of these teams are good. But you know what? Seattle is going to find a way to lose regardless. They're garbage. Rex Grossman was 26-35 for 413 yards. He had 2 TDs. So they just got it done, beat Seattle. Patriots at Eagles. I actually took the Patriots. And they came out and got the job done. Michael Vick wasn't starting again. It was just Vince Young. Tom Brady, 24-34, 361 yards, 3 TDs. He just put up numbers. The Eagles really are underperforming this year. They look horrible. And they're just looking bad. Like they're not playing. And the fans were just chanting, "Fire Andy Reid, fire Andy Reid" throughout the entire game. I mean, he's pretty much done after the season. San Diego at Denver. I took San Diego. That got me a loss. I am on fire about Tim Tebow. I hate Tim Tebow. Everybody that knows me knows that I cannot stand Tim Tebow. I cannot stand how people are drawing to this guy, but you know what? He got the job done. Took the game into overtime, won it 16-13. Tebow was 9 of 18 for 143 yards and a TD. I mean, I don't know what to say about this. San Diego is underperforming. That's what I have to say about that. San Diego right now sucks. And I'm tired. I'm not going to talk about Denver. I'm not going to talk about Tim Tebow. I refuse. Pittsburgh at Kansas City. I took Pittsburgh 13-9. They ended up beating Kansas City. This was a very close game. Kansas City was really playing. Kansas City's defense really was playing stout this game. They came in with an objective, and they were getting after being. Tamba Hali has to be a top 5 defensive end in this league, and I know people already know that, but seriously, he showed why people are considering him a top 5 defensive end in this league. He doesn't stop. He has such a motor. His hands are constantly moving. He was just rushing Big Ben all day long, and he made a lot of plays, but it was that quarterback for Kansas City that just couldn't stop throwing interceptions. Palco, he just could not stop throwing interceptions. He threw 3 really bad ones in the first half that really puts the Steelers in really good position on the field, but they just couldn't capitalize because Kansas City's defense was playing really stout. Their front line was playing stout as well. So Pittsburgh got the win. Giants at New Orleans. I took New Orleans, and man, this game really wasn't even that close. New Orleans ended up beating them 49-24. New Orleans just has far too many weapons offensively. They came in, got the job done, wrapped it up. I mean, Drew Brees, 24-38 for 363 yards and 4 TDs. He was just throwing balls everywhere. It was crazy. The Giants really, I'm hoping they could really get healthy because I think they're like the second or third best team in the NFC. But, man, New Orleans just dispatched them. So that was pretty much, I'm done with my picks, done with the video here. Guys, please watch my videos every Tuesday and Thursday. Please comment, rate, subscribe, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe. Still taking topics from my other blog. Thank you guys for watching, man. Peace. Jets TV, Jets Central. Peace.